exactly wrong.
Threatt, a.k.a. Cedric the Edutainer, in the studio this morning with more about his children's books and how they can help them learn and still have fun. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, welcome. How did you get started with writing books?
Actually, this all started with me when I was in the 7th grade. My literature teacher entered me in a poetry reading contest. I read Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. I won that poetry reading contest. So from that point on, I was captivated by poetry. And as I got older, I eventually started writing poetry and turning my poetry into children's books.
And why did you decide to focus on children?
Because I have 4 children of my own. I used to tell them stories all the time, and I would make the stories a little more interesting by putting their names in the story. And I've always been around kids anyway, even volunteering with big brothers, big sisters, coaching baseball, and doing all kinds of things like that. So I just love children.
So this is probably an obvious question, but why do you call yourself Cedric the Edutainer?
Well, everybody knows the comedian Cedric the Entertainer. Well, my name is Cedric as well, but when I go out to schools, I do presentations with puppet shows and all kinds of songs and dance and all of that. So I call myself Cedric the Edutainer because I educate and entertain. I want the kids to be entertained while they're learning at the same time.
Well, very nice. Let's talk about some of your books, because this one is called Different But the Same, and this one is one of your most popular?
Yeah, Different But the Same is a book on diversity that just shows young children how we're all different, but God loves us the same. Kids always have questions when they're younger, like, why isn't my hair like Susie's hair, or why isn't my skin like Johnny's skin? So the book addresses that.
And what about TJ's Big Discovery?
Now, TJ's Big Discovery, I wrote that because I volunteer with an organization where I help adults learn to read. When I tell kids that, they can't believe that there are some adults out here that don't know how to read. So that book addresses childhood and adult illiteracy.
Speaking of adults, you have one for them too. It's called Laid Off But Not Laid Out.
Yes, Laid Off But Not Laid Out is kind of a testimony of mine. I worked for a company here in Birmingham for 19 years until November of 2009, when I walked in the door on a Monday and they said, tomorrow's your last day. So I wrote about it. That's why it's called Laid Off But Not Laid Out, how to turn your setback into a comeback. Because we have so many people who are going through this right now. I want to go out and motivate them and inspire them.
I see you're also with a journey through the states. You're teaching children how to learn the states by rhyming.
Right. Most kids, when they learn the states, they learn them in alphabetical order. But I'm a poet, so I got all 50 states to rhyme. The book is about a hamster from New Hampshire, whose name is Harlow.
Okay.
And it also teaches the capital of each state, the year it was established, the number it was when it joined the Union, so kids can go back and do research with that book.
So let's see.
You want me to freestyle?
Do you want to read some of it?
Harlow the hamster lives in New Hampshire. His eating habits were kind of strange.
Uh-oh.
We worked on his etiquette while we were in Connecticut, but his bad habits didn't seem to change. He tried some juices that came from Massachusetts that said he was so we hopped on a plane and flew to Maine, where he ordered a tube of toothpaste. I gave him a fork that was made in New York, and I watched as he prepared to eat. Are we in Vermont? He asked with a grunt. I said, no, sit up in your seat.
Very nice. So you've memorized this.
Yes.
And so the kids can too.
Yeah,
And that's called A
can too.
Journey Through the States with Harlow and Nate, and also the No Bully Zone. Bullying is such a big issue now.
Bully is a big topic now. The No Bully Zone is about a little boy named Billy, who's the bully of his school and picks on everyone, until he meets the new kid, a little girl named Connie Confidence. And she teaches him that it's not nice to be a bully.
All right, so what's your next big project or book?
I actually have a book that talks about Black history that was supposed to be out this month, but with the snow and everything, I couldn't get it back from the printer. But that book celebrates famous Black historians and also some of the not-so-famous people as well.
All right, how can people get in touch with you and buy your books?
Actually, they can email me at cl3tt@windstream.net, or they can go to my website, which is ahavapublishing.org.
Very good. There you have it on your screen, ahavapublishing.org, for more information. This has been a treat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You were very nice to meet. See, I'm rhyming too.
You're rhyming too.
I'm freestyling.
Nice to meet CL3.
All right. That's true. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And